Hello everyone, my name is Rushikesh Nirwal. Today I am going to deliver a seminar on the subject of public international law, and in which my seminar topic name is extradition. So I will take some important points from that topic like introduction, definition of extradition, purpose of extradition, essential condition, and then at last I will conclude all these topics. So first of all, we will see the introduction. Extradition means the criminal by one country to another country on sufficient ground shown. It is a process by which one country could surrender the requested person on a ground of criminality to the requesting country. Sometimes a criminal commit offense in one country and run away to another country to escape from punishment. In such circumstances, a country may request another country for the extradition of that person. Then there are uh, then there are some definitions of extradition given by different thinkers, but I think Starkey gives the perfect definition of extradition. According to Starkey, extradition denotes the process whereby under one state surrender to another state at it requested a person accused of criminal offense committed against the law of requesting state. This is the definition given by Starkey. Then we will see the purpose of extradition. The purpose of extradition is to secure peace in the society. If the criminal is not punished, then it is harmful and dangerous to hold the world. Therefore, extradition is necessary, and to maintain peace in the world is the whole and sole purpose of extradition. Then there are some essential condition of extradition. We see it one by one in detail. The first essential condition necessary for extradition is treaty. There should be existence of extradition treaty between the two states, that is requested state and requesting state. Then political offender extradition is available only to the political offender. Not Extradition is not available to the political offender. It is available only to the criminal offenses. Then military offenses. The military offenses in the country comes under the category of political offender. It is not criminal offenses. Therefore, extradition should not be available against the military offense. Then double criminality. The act of a person where extradition is claimed by requesting state must be crime in both the state, that is the country to which extradition is requested and the country which gives the permission of extradition. It is only necessary that the person commit the crime which in both the state. Then the next essential is rule of speciality. A person to be extradited should be tried for that particular offense only. The person should not tried for any other offense other than the extradition granted. Then condition must be followed. The condition and terms mentioned in the treaty between the two countries should strictly be implemented by the country required by the extradition. Then prima facie evidence. There must be prima facie evidence of guilt of accused against the person for which the extradition is demanded. Then the procedure. The country to which the accused is extradited should follow the procedure and trial according to rule of that land. Then extradition and human right violation. A person should not extradite if he is subject to the human right violation of the requested state. So these are the essential conditions required for extradition. Then we will conclude this topic. The extradition is very necessary to maintain peace in the society. Because of extradition, the criminal has fear in their mind of the punishment, and they in their punishment, and they should not do the crimes regularly. This is all about extradition. Thank you.